Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you all had a great week and you've had a great weekend and you are ready for the week ahead. Whew, so, today I will be addressing the elephant in the room that's been in the room for the last few months. So yeah, I'll get into that in a minute. I just want to show you what's been going on, okay? Not much, I can tell you that. But it is what it is, you know? As far as craftiness goes, okay, so these have been the last 3 months that I've made and have not finished, okay, journals that I've made. So all of these journals are made out of a simple white envelope, and I have had so much fun making them. And I think I'm gonna just make these for the rest of the year as well. And yeah, it's just a simple, like 9 by 11, I think, or 9 by 12 white mailing envelope. And like this one, I just did a collage. This was Easter month. Yeah, so that was just a lot of fun. Put a little bit of like linen on the spine, added this beautiful trim from Sweet Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. And then what I've taken to doing is making these little tassels. And I have like a little, that thing. I have a video somewhere where I do that, but it's very simple to do. You just make an extra loop up at the top that is not included with your 3 pamphlet hole stitching. And yeah, and it holds a little lobster claw, and then I put a few fibers on it. And then throughout the month, I collect different things, like this was a little floaty thing, lure, I don't know what it's called, but my husband found it on a walk that we went on. This was from Happy Mail. A sweet friend Barbara sent it, and so I made a little tag out of that and tied it on. And then this was like for Earth Day. My husband was at Publix and they offered him one of these little baggy things, so that was super cute. Yeah, so and it has, other charms on it and stuff like that. Like this little charm down here says life. And so, yeah. So that it's been super fun doing these, and I've really enjoyed it. Now, in this April, let me just see back here. I don't think I finished doing. Nope, look at that. I looked after myself. Yeah, so I made some coffee cake. Yeah, I still have not finished journaling in this book, right? Oh my goodness. Like some of them I did, some of them I didn't. Um, yeah, so I still have to go back and finish that at some point. At some point. I'm not going to fret over it. I very rarely do. If it gets done, it gets done. And this one here, like quite literally, this is my May book. These right here need to be glued down. But again, this is a simple white envelope, just folded in half. It holds one signature. I have my little, tassel here made out of little silk ribbons. I have another little charm here piece, and then this was off some flowers that my husband gave me because this is Mother's Day month. And yeah, so there's that. And these flowers here, just so you know, that's gonna drive me nuts, so I'm gonna fix it. These flowers are actually a free printable. Why is this not sticking? A free printable down below, okay? You can get them for yourself. They are hand drawn by me. They were a lot of fun to do. So yeah, they come on a sheet, and you can then cut them out and do whatever you want with them. But I love the way that they turned out, and then just a simple quote. And so in here, good grief, this, like, I have a couple pages in the front that I did do, and then I have like all this middle part, like nothing. Okay, can you just see that? Like nothing. All right, nothing. But I have decorated some pages. I love using vellum so much. Yeah, I've decorated them, so I just have to go back and do the journaling. And then like toward the back, I think oh yeah, see, journal catch up, right? That's what I did all day on the 31st of May. My little catch up bottle. Yeah, so, but then some of these pages I've done, you know, and I've written on and all that. So yeah, I just need to find the time. No, I don't need to find the time, folks. I need to make the time, okay? And then, I don't know, I think June had already started, but um, I made this one, and I really, really enjoyed it. I really did. This lace I did have glued on, but it's not staying glued on. But that's okay. It's not that big of a deal because I sewed around it. All these like laces and trims are from that big old bin that I got a few months ago from an estate sale that my husband and I went to. And yeah, so I'm using that stuff up slowly but surely. I have another little tassel here, which is just, I have some like little greenery. I love this trim here, and I just saw it in my drawer and thought I'd use it. Eyelash trim, just various things. And then I do have one little charm on here that says time. And I also use my gold paint. I don't know if you can see that, but these little smidges of gold paint, I am loving how that looks, okay? And then this big cluster down here is from Your Creative Studio. So I had a lot of fun using their latest box that they sent me. And I do believe it's the February 2023 box, and it is floral. And these in particular, these stickers in particular, are so gorgeous. They are plastic, you know, they have a sheen to them, but they look like dried flowers, and they're just beautiful, right? Now, vintage is not my normal thing, okay? So I usually like hot, colorful mess, but I don't know why, but lately I've just been really drawn to this. And again, this is made out of a white mailing envelope, very simple to do. And then I just collaged, you know, papers either from old book text and or all of these here are from Your Creative Studio. So super, super fun. And I think you guys have seen that video, the unboxing. So yeah, I really like how this came out. The purple trim with the green leaves. I love it. I love it. And then this lace here is from the estate sale. So a lot of fun to do. Now, what I've done in here is, and on the inside, what I did was, well, I wrapped see, this is sticking. I just need to add some, what's it called? Fabri-Tac. On the inside, all I did was I took one of my printables of the paper buttons I made that were inspired by Sweet Janet Nash, and I blew it up a little bit, and then I made my own printable out of it because I love doing that. I think it makes a fantastic background. So this printable is down below as well, free. You can just download it and use it yourself. I do ask though, that be only because I'm curious, you know, if you do use it, I'd love to see what you use it for. So tag me. Yeah. And then, yeah, book text. So very, very simple, okay? Simple yet effective, right? And then look at that. My sewing machine has been very angry with me of late. I think I tell you about that in one of my videos. I don't know. But yeah, it's been angry with me. And I think my bobbin piece is broken or something. So, and my sewing machine is like 30 years old. So, so I need to figure it out, and I need to fix it. Yeah, I might have to order a new little bobbin piece. I don't know. It's the bobbin casement. It's not the bobbin itself. But anyway, I will try to fix that. But I don't really care. It's like down here at the bottom and up here at the top. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. And then on the inside, I only put in like, you know, vintage looking papers. This, which I could kick myself for putting this in. This is like resume paper, like I don't know, what do they call it? Bond paper or something? Like nothing sticks to it, okay? I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, so all in here, I just put in dyed papers that either I have dyed or I have got them given to me, sent to me in Happy Mail. I do believe these right here are from Amy. at Darkwood Sanctuary, and I do believe that my sweet friend Brooke had them sent to me, and I'm still using them. Yeah. And this is more like a yellowish. I think this might have been like when I used turmeric or something. But anyway, this is all coffee stained like note paper from a regular notebook. I love using that because it has lines on it. This is, the lines went away on this paper, but I love this like edge here. And then this is also from a regular journal that was staple bound, so I just took all the paper out and dyed it. That's a great way to get paper for journals, by the way. Just like see like in the Dollar Tree or something like that. Just a tip for you. Or even sometimes I find them at like Bell's or Marshall's or Home Goods. I'll find like 3 journals, in a pack of 3 for a nominal fee, a nominal amount, couple bucks, and they're staple bound. And so I just take the staples out and then I just use the white paper inside and I dye it. So that's just a really great use of that paper. Paper bags. So all of this is very vintagey. I do not do vintage style normally, but I have to tell you, I've been very happy. I've been very happy so far with this. Now, my husband had a procedure on this day, and what I have done is, also my books hold 16 pages, okay, just so you know, 16 pages like this folded, like in half. And that gives me a 2-page layout for each day, okay? Now, because I'm doing it more like a vintage style, what I did for my days and dates is I found one of the fonts that I like from Sweet Loveland's Life. That's where I get all my numbers and days from, and I simply printed them out in black and white. And I think that's going to be great. And I'm using just one sheet, of the days and dates, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, so all of these will be black and white, but then I will have pops of color in here. I love this so much. I love this. It says, when I look back on my life, sweet child, I have no doubt the best part will always be the immense privilege it was to raise you. Yes, that's for my kiddos, my little gems. They left on Memorial Day to go back home. They were here. They were here for Memorial Day weekend, so that was a lot of fun seeing all of them. Yeah, we had a great time, So whenever I see these things like this about my kids or whatever, I always, send them a text and yeah. And then I print it out and put it in my book. So this right here is my husband's medical bracelet. I keep these. I keep all of them because not only is my book a memory keeper, it's also a tracker, believe it or not. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've looked back in my books when my husband has said, when did I do that? When did I have that done? I'm like, wait a minute, just give me the month and the year and I got you covered, right? So I just simply decorate them. Why not? And then this is going to get glued in here. Okay, so now on to this. Here's the elephant in the room. Oh, dear me. Yeah. This has to do with me. Yes, as most of you know, if you've been here for, a while, and if you haven't, if you're new here, welcome. But if you've been here for a while, yeah, I've been really coveting your prayers, and thank you so, so much for them. Yes, I receive them and covet each and every one of them, and I ask that you continue, please. So this is what's been going on. It's been a crazy last few months. I went in originally for months ago, like, I don't even know, March maybe, and that could very well be why, like, my April and May journal isn't done yet. But I went in for just a routine, like, chest CAT scan. Both of us did. My husband and I both went in. They called me the very next day and said, we found a spot on your right lung. And so, yeah, long story short, okay, long story short, because I do want to emphasize that I am extremely thankful. I feel extremely blessed, and I want all of the glory to go to God above, okay? That's first and foremost. And that's what I wrote here, because on this day when I went to the oncologist, this is what I was reading in the Bible study that I do. And the Bible study that I do is from the Bible recap, and it's 365 days of the year. You know, we're reading through the Bible in a year's time, and it's chronological order. And I've wanted to do this for years, and I really think that the Lord was using this Bible study to prepare me for just such a time as this, right? And so I also follow Kanoi from Notes and Hues, and I'm a little bit behind, right? Because my kids were in town and we've had family in town. In fact, we had family in town for 2 whole weeks, and it was lovely. It was lovely to see everybody. And when I went to the oncologist this day, this is one of the chapters I was reading, which was we were going through the Psalms. And again, I'm a little bit behind, which is fine because I was reading what I needed to read on the day I needed to read it, you know? And it was this: not to us, Lord, not to us, but to your name be the glory. Amen. That is the first part of Psalm 115. And I really held on to that when I was going to the oncologist. I have been poked, I have been prodded, guys. I had a biopsy a few weeks ago that came back with stunning news. Okay, stunning news. We like, even the doctor was very surprised. So what I have is metastatic melanoma. If y'all are OGs, you would remember 7 years ago, I had melanoma on my face. It was like on my left jawbone kind of thing, on my skin, you know. And melanoma is a nasty type of skin cancer. And so when they took that out, I had surgery for that. They took that out. They told me, oh, your margins are clear. Everything's great, but you really need to like tell all your doctors that you've had this, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I had no idea that it would rear its ugly head 7 years later. So that's what has happened. I've named that tumor Brad, and because look, guys, okay, and please forgive me. I know I don't want to trigger anybody either. I've had my share of cancer, right, in my family. I've had it myself. My son has had it. We deal with it with, generally speaking, inappropriate humor. That's just how we deal, right? But I do not want to make light of this in any way, shape, or form. It is very serious, obviously. But we're doing great. We're all doing great, and I have nothing but thanksgiving and gratefulness in my heart. Let me tell you, I'm not through the woods yet, but I am not alone in the woods either, if you know what I mean. So, where was I going with that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Brad. Originally, Brad was benign, so he was benign Brad, and then the doctor came back and told me that it was like stage 1 lung cancer. Then, when I went in for the actual biopsy results, he told me, you don't have lung cancer. I was like, praise the Lord. And then he was like, but you have metastatic melanoma. So how bizarre is that, right? 7 years later. Yeah. So I will be having surgery on Monday, the 12th of June. I have an excellent team of doctors. I'm very confident that the Lord will give them wisdom and discernment about my treatment. And I am at peace with it all, I really am. I'm at peace. I've been praying that the Lord's will be done, and I will accept it any which way He wants to give it. And yeah, and the rest of us are doing okay. Yeah, my kids are doing great. Like I said, the kids and I, not my husband so much, but the kids and I just have inappropriate humor, and that's just how we deal. Yeah, so that's the skinny on that. And then once they figure out more about the tumor, and that's the other thing too, like it's amazing how advanced medicine has gotten. Again, I have a fantastic team of doctors. I really like them a lot. They've been great. Things have happened very quickly, right? And so they want Brad to hit the road, they want to, yeah, they're like, hit the road, Jack, you don't belong there. So they're going to take him out. Then they're going to figure out his personality. And then after that, they will decide what my treatment is. As of right now, my oncologist feels that, of course, he can't promise anything, but he feels that it is extremely curable. So I am so just full of gratitude, And again, I thank you so much for your prayers and your thoughts and everything. I just really appreciate it. And there is power in prayer. Let me tell you, there is power in prayer. So this is a page that that I've decorated and stuff, and I just love it. Actually, I really do. Again, I've used things from your creative studio. We went out to dinner this night, which was fantastic. My husband gave me ginger snaps as a snack when I was doing my Bible study, which was really sweet. And then this I think is hilarious. This is actually like the paperwork that I had to fill out, when I went to the doctor. I love doing this so much. My husband just like rolls his eyes at me, but you have to have fun where you can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm filling this stuff out, and it says like, what does it say up here? Oh, it says like your marital status. So I write happily married, And then down here, it gives like, the information for the emergency contact. So I put my husband's name and his phone number, and then it always says relationship. And I put gorgeous husband because, that's what he is. And yeah, so I always like having fun with those, like I know when it would say like occupation, I'd always write, loving wife, doting mother. Like, I don't know. It's just my way of having fun. Anywho, so then this is the third, which I still have to do, and I love this effect. In fact, I think I put it in backwards, but it doesn't matter. I love this effect right here, just putting in a little piece of vellum. And what you do, I learned that through Notes and Hues from Kanoi. And you just, you take any piece of vellum. It can be anything. It could even be this, right? And this is how I put like extra little notes in my Bible as well, which I apologize. I still have not filmed a video. That's not true. I have filmed it. I have not uploaded it. About how I do my Bible study, like kind of like the steps in which I do my Bible study. So if you're still interested in that, let me know down below. I know there are times when I say, oh, I'm going to do this, and then yeah, it slips my mind. So let me know if you're still interested in that. And then I will, go ahead and do my best. But this is just a piece of vellum. And I do this, like I said, in my Bible study to add like little, quote things or add extra like information for me to understand, what's going on. But you just take tacky glue and you put it right on the edge. Here's a little tip for you. Just right on the edge. And then you stick it, you kind of like, I go like this. I move it back and forth within the spine. And then it just sticks in there just like this, right? It's like fantastic. So anywho, these have been just, just a lifesaver to me. These little like God shots, I guess I would call them. This might need to be smaller, but I don't know. But it says, when we can't see how God's will is being worked out, we can still trust that his plan is good. And yes, he is good. He is good. He is good. Yes. So I love doing these things. And then this is from first5.org, I guess. And then this one I do believe is from Jesus Calling. So, and it says, and she believed brighter days were ahead because God was working, because she was trusting. God was not done writing her story. Amen. Can I get an amen? So yeah. So I'm going to put these in here like this. I'm going to do my journaling over here. And then this can either go like, look how pretty that is, right? I love that. And this is simply printed vellum. I just put the vellum in my printer. I go online and I look up free wallpaper. And yeah, and then I print it out and it's just absolutely stunning, right? So I just love how that looks. And then, like I said, I might put something over here, and then this is where I'll do my writing. And I have, where's the date? Was that Saturday? Yeah. So the Saturday, and I cut out all of the dates already. Again, these are from Loveland's Life, so this will go here, whatever, and then I'll do my writing. We didn't really do that much this day. And I really haven't been doing all that much. I haven't been coming in here all that often to work in my book. Once in a while I do when I'm feeling in the mood, but I've just been enjoying time with my husband and our family, and it's been wonderful. So, yeah. And what else? I think you guys would have just seen this little ditty. See, my sewing machine is like so angry with me, but these were very fun. And these are just simple tags and pockets using vellum, and I got the idea from Shinoki Art. So this video, I think you would have seen, I was just watching a very sweet video last night from G. Kerr, and I think that might be the next As Seen on YouTube video. And she was doing the hidden paper clips, which I have done numerous times before, but what she was doing was she was making them so that she just glued them on the page itself and then tucked something in. Like, instead of it being double-sided, which is always fun, she actually glued them in. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I'll have to experiment, right? Because it would add bulk, right? So, because the paper clip would actually be glued on this side, like on one side. So in other words, when you have a double-sided paper clip, hidden paper clip, you can take it off, right? She has hers actually glued on, and they are stunning. They're beautiful, beautiful paper clips, but she has them glued on. So I'm wondering, like, when you turn the page over to this side and you're writing, would it be super bulky, right? I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out together if I get to making them, but they were just really, really pretty, and a great idea to just add little tidbits, right? Yeah. So that is what has been going on with me. Yeah, when I'm gonna, obviously I'm gonna do what I can when I can, which is what I always do. After my surgery, I'm not sure. I'll be in the hospital between 1 and 3 days, so we'll see what happens with that. And then, of course, I'll have a little bit of recovery time, but the surgeon seems to think that I'll be right as rain and back to running and walking as soon as I am ready. So, yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm just grateful. I'm thankful. I'm at peace. And my family has just, of course, my family has been wonderful and loving and all of that. And yeah, you never know. That's another reason why they always say, be kind. You never know what somebody else is going through. Yeah. So, and I wanted to share that with you guys because I do believe in being, transparent. I've been asking y'all to pray for me, and I really appreciate it. And I just think that y'all should know what you're praying for, and I want to be able to praise with you as well, praise with you as well and show you how the Lord is working in my life. I think that's very important. And yeah, when we first told our kids, I told them, I said, there is nothing that God does not plan or allow, and my prayer through it all is that the people around me, including you guys, that your faith would grow. That's my prayer, and that God would get all the glory. So, yeah, I'm being taken care of. I'm being taken care of by the ultimate physician. So everything is going great right now, and I think it will continue to go great. And again, I appreciate all of your prayers and everything. And don't you worry, because I'm not worrying. It says don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything, and that is what I'm going to do, what I'm going to focus on. Yeah, and that, of course, that's not to say that, you know, that I feel like everything's hunky dory. Okay, I don't want to confuse anybody out there at all. I have had my moments. In fact, yesterday I had a bit of a breakdown, but it's all good now. You know, my husband is always there to catch me when I fall, and I love that about him. And yeah, so I've got a great support system and all of that. And I just want you to know too that, and another reason why I'm sharing this is because you know, there are others out there that are going through the same thing. And if I can be at all an encouragement, you know, then that's what I want to be. And just so you know that you're just definitely not alone ever. You're not alone. So, yeah, blessings to each and every one of you. I think I'm going to make, this was another idea that I had yesterday, I think, because I had so much fun making this. I just love it. And it was so simple. And I was showing my brother-in-law before they left to go home, and he was like, oh my goodness, you know, do you sell those? And I was like, no. I said, but what I think I might want to do, and of course, y'all know not to hold me to anything. I do not make promises that I cannot keep, but I would really like to make about 10 of these. And when I reach 10,000, subscribers, I think I'm going to do a ginormous giveaway of 10 of these. Yeah. Because they're very simple to make and they're super fun to make, and I think they just make awesome journals. And then, you know, they're blank, they have lots of room for writing and everything. And yeah, I just want to do something special for you guys that have just supported me and stuck with me through all these years, right? Oh, there's something else. Oh, dag nabbit. I wanted to, what day does it go on? It goes on this day here. Okay. I wanted to print out a comic from Sweet Trish at Dish Kitty Studios. So I'm going to put her link below too. I watch her, she did the 100-Day Project, and she was doing vlogs, little small snippet vlogs. Yeah, vlogs. And they were just so cute. She's adorable, let me tell you. And we've been friends for years. We've exchanged Happy Mail years ago. And yeah, and she does these little comics. I think it's called Trish Talks, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure which platform she's doing it on, but if you go to her YouTube channel, the link will be in her description box. But they're so cute. You subscribe and you get her comics, her daily comics, and they're just adorable. I've always enjoyed her comics. She's been doing them for quite some time, but now, you know, like she has a specific thing that she does. But I was watching her 100th day, and I was so proud of her for completing 100 days. And I was so humbled by what she said, first of all. But yeah, and then checking out some of the other links that she had in her description box. So yeah, check her out because she's so stinking adorable. So yes, I think that's it. I'm off to have maybe a second cup of coffee. It is hot as the dickens here. Let me tell you what. It's been raining like for 2 weeks, and just the summer pattern has started, and yeah, it's super hot out. So I've got to call my aunt soon as well. And yeah, I love how this came out though. I just have to tell you. I don't know, maybe this is just growing on me, like the whole vintage vibe, you know, and I'm using my beautiful, beautiful boxes that I get from your creative studio. So I am loving that. I'm loving that. Yeah. So I don't know if I asked you a question. Oh yeah. If you want to know the whole, like my Bible study routine, I guess I'll call it. My Bible study routine, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to get to either look over the video that I did film, or I will make a new one. I don't know. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I covet and receive each and every one of your prayers, and I thank you for them. And yeah, we're going to go on this journey together. Yeah. And I'm going to share, the praises because that's what I'm looking forward to. So, anyway, I will let y'all go. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.